Can we restart the dialogue?
Absolutely. Let's restart. You'll be person one, and I'll be person two. Go ahead and start when you're ready.
Okay. Hey, have you ever heard of Bak Kut Teh?
Yes, I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. What exactly is it?
It's a pork rib dish that's really popular in Malaysia and Singapore, especially in the places with a lot of Hot Lot and Teochew people. The name literally means meat bomb tea in Hokkien.
I think you meant Hoklo and Teochew people, not outlaw and torture. And the name means meat bone tea, not meatball tea. Thanks for sharing that. Does it actually have tea in it?
Surprisingly, no, there is no tea in the dish itself. The name refers to a strong Chinese oolong tea, which is usually served with Bak Kut Teh. The idea is that the tea helps to cut through the fat from the pork.
Ah, I see. You meant strong Chinese oolong tea. It's served alongside the dish to help cut through the richness of the pork. What's in the dish itself?
It's mainly pork rib simmer for hours in a broth made with stunningly cinnamon, cloves, fennel seed, and garlic, and other. Some versions also use chicken, seafood, or other meat.
You're very close. It's typically pork ribs instead of pork leg that are simmered in the flavorful broth. Everything else you mentioned is spot on. What other ingredients are often added to the dish?
Yes, people often add mushroom, try some tofu, and even offal. Some versions have Chinese herbs like yizu and zhuzi, which give the soup a sweeter, stronger flavor.
That's correct. Just a slight tweak to the herbs' names. It's yuju and juji. These do add that sweet and stronger herbal flavor to the soup. Does the dish vary between Malaysia and Singapore?
Yes, in Malaysia, the dish is often served with fried dog stick called yu zha gui, and dark soy sauce with chili padi and minced garlic is a common condiment. And in Teochew and Singapore, it also served with a side of yao tiao.
You're very close. In Malaysia, the dish is often served with fried dough sticks called yu char kway, and the condiments include dark soy sauce with chili padi and minced garlic. In Teochew style bak kut teh, popular in Singapore, the soup is lighter and uses more pepper and garlic. They also serve youtiao, which is a similar type of fried dough, cut into pieces to dip into the soup. Do you know how bak kut teh originated?
The origin of bak kut teh is unclear, but many believe it was brought over from Fujian, China. Some believe it was invented by Chinese physician in 1930.
Almost there. It's bak kut teh, not opakute. You're correct that the origin is unclear. Many believe it was brought over from Fujian, China, and some stories say a Chinese physician invented it in the 1930s. Others suggest it came from Fujian immigrants in the 1940s. Is there a difference between the Hokkien and Teochew versions?
Yes, the Teochew version in Singapore is lighter in color because they use more pepper and garlic. And the Hokkien version in Malaysia has a darker and more fragrant soup because of the soy sauce and herb they use.
That's a great explanation. Just a small correction. It's Teochew, not Tochu. And the Hokkien version in Malaysia has a darker and more fragrant soup, not fattened. Did you know there's even a dry version of bak kut teh that's become popular in Malaysia recently?
Yes, there is a dry version that became popular recently.
Exactly. The dry version usually has a thicker sauce made with soy sauce, dried chilies, and sometimes cuttlefish, giving it a more intense flavor. Have you heard about any disputes between Malaysia and Singapore over the origin of bak kut teh?
Yes, in 2009, Malaysia Tourism Minister claim that bak kut teh is originated in Malaysia and say the neighboring country try to claim it as their own. So it sparked some debate between two countries.
You're absolutely right. In 2009, Malaysia's tourism minister claimed that bak kut teh originated in Malaysia, which led to some debate with Singapore, as both countries wanted to claim the dish as their own. Have you heard about the variations of bak kut teh?
Yeah, there is a chicken version of bak kut teh for people who don't like to eat meat, who don't like to eat pork like Muslim.
You're close. The chicken version is called chit kut teh for people who don't eat pork, like Muslims. I think you meant those who don't like to eat pork, instead of hundo like to eat pork. There's also a vegetarian version where they use oyster mushrooms instead of meat. In 2024, bak kut teh was even recognized as a national heritage of Malaysia. Quite a prestigious honor, right?
Yes, I definitely want to try it sometime.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's such a flavorful dish with so much history behind it. Let me know if you ever get the chance to try it. Would you like to continue practicing the dialogue or chat about something else?
No, I think we should end up here.
All right, it was great practicing the dialogue with you. If you ever want to pick it up again or talk about anything else, just let me know.